Cancer, to your 2024 New Year forecast. Hope you guys are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Let's see what's going on with you, my beautiful friends. Okay, getting straight into this. Best messages. We are going this way, my friends. So this is going to be winter, spring, summer, and fall. Okay, so let's see. Straight in there, we already have the Neptune, your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion coming out. So there's going to be a lot of dreamy state going on in the winter time. Okay, so this great time for New Year's resolutions, things of this nature, getting our minds together, daydreaming, manifesting, praying, however you want to say it. It's both are the same. So let's see what's going on. Best message coming out from a portal card, please. We have Shambhala, initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. Dharma is getting to that life purpose, bringing in that good karma for that Dharma, wanting to proceed on what our purpose in life is, finding the purpose, wanting the things that we want to accelerate our lives for, yeah, hey, probably for the whole year, right? So let's see what's going on. Okay, so clarifying on the situation, please. Grabbing one of these cards. Ooh, yes, looking for the fulfillment of wishes, really wanting to, you know, get in there and manifest on what it is we truly want, right? So it definitely is going after the Nine of Cups, wanting this Nine of Cups, looking for this Nine of Cups. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to get to this Nine of Cups. Going straight into January. Ooh, on January, we have winter's all about finding that fulfillment of wishes. Okay. This message is finding and having some inspired action, wanting this new movement, taking a new movement. You might even have a new person, a sexy, new, charming person coming in who might even be a little impulsive. So you might even be dreaming about this person and wanting to get to know this person or progress with this person moving forward. If it's not, it's just whatever you're passionate about. Take it how it resonates. It's a general reading, but I do see that for some of you, it could be an Aries who's coming toward you, Sagittarius or a Leo, and you want to make this progress with them. You might even be waiting for this person coming across the ocean or wanting to meet up with them across the state lines from a distance, let's put it that way, right? But otherwise, it could just be kind of like moving forward and really progressing towards what it is you are passionate about and really daydreaming about this situation. Okay, so, okay, and going straight into February. That Nine of Pentacles, looking for the fruits of your labor, comfort, and rewards. So just be careful of a little deception. There could be somebody around you that's all talk. They just want to cause a little gossip and a little, I don't know. Could even be some bad information coming. But it also feels like somebody could be watching you to want to gossip. That's the problem, right? I'm kind of watching you, and as I watch you, I'm gossiping about you. So kind of watch that. And it could be, if you have new love, it could be them, you know, watching this, you and this person together. It could be an ex. So let's see what's going on. But really feeling like you're getting your fruits of your labor in February. So I do like that. Going into March over here. Feeling like the Empress, having a lot of growth and accomplishment over here when it comes to your job and to your family and your home life. Also, though, be careful, though, for somebody who wants to smother you. This could be that devious person who's gossiping, still working their magic over here, right, in March. So continuing to roll that over into March. And it just looks like they're being very careless about what they're saying and how they're treating you. Okay, but otherwise it looks like you have a lot of abundance and prosperity coming in March. So you're doing very good in March. As you're really dreaming and manifesting, it just looks like, you know, it is pretty much a dreamy time. Just careful of this person who wants to cause a little havoc within your life for whatever purpose they have, right? You never even know why. Could, like I said, it could be an ex for some of you, or it could be a family member. Just being nosy. Could even be a coworker who's being nosy. Let's see, going straight into springtime over here. It's how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Getting straight into this. What do we have here? We have memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. So really watching that progress from the winter really accelerate into the springtime over here. I really love that. Wow. And then of course you have the Temple of the Truth coming out with your throat chakra, talking about how you're speaking and how people are talking. So if you do a job where you are speaking, a teacher or something of that, it's really going to bring out your self-expression. It's really going to help you out within the situation. Okay, so let's see. Grabbing a card over here. Just one card, please. Yeah, talking about a beautiful transformation in the way that you see things and how your heart is open. So really feeling like your heart is open in springtime. So spring so far looks like a really good time for you to really find that progress and really speak from your heart, really, right? So going straight into April, I love it. You're gonna feel a little exhausted, a little worn down as you are, definitely putting out the work. So it does feel like you are really exhausted. You're getting your Ace of Cups, but that's a lot of hard work. But there's a lot of love and compassion coming. You could even be having a baby. You could be getting married, having proposal for marriage. But your intuition is really high. But you're having newfound feelings about what it is. And it could even be that creativity, talking about that throat chakra. So finding, like I said, expressing your authenticity, right, as well. So really finding peace and comfort in April is going to be that time, but a little worn down because it does feel like it's very busy. Like you're going to be very busy. So make sure that you are resting as you are getting your Nine of Cups, your wishes coming true for your manifestation in May. Wow. So, oh my gosh. So putting out all that hard work is really going to watch that pinnacle come in. Wow. So it's almost like opportunity on top of an opportunity as you are developing your skills over here when it comes to even speaking, right? So if you're traveling for work or doing any of that, wow, that is really good. Wow. So look at that in May, all of this that you've been putting in and really dreaming about happening and really putting out that time and effort is really going to pay off again. So you're not only going to find that things are paying off in the winter, but you're going to really find a huge payoff in the springtime. So love it. That's what's going on in June. Your heart, you got that heart is open still. So you're in boss mode. You're finding, you could be moving to a new house, buying a new house, renting a new house, but you feel like you're at that milestone. Some of you are getting married. You're going to find, you could be marrying this older man, older woman, doesn't have to be, but it does feel like you're in control, not only of your home life, but also of your finances. Wow. So really going to be adapting to new situations when it comes in June. So a lot of new coming in. Wow. A lot of new. Even if you have a new job opportunity, you're going to feel like you're at home, right? Maybe that's what it is as well. So really progressing. Over here with the Capricorn in the summertime, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking, bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So you're going to feel very ambitious. But we also have Mercury retrograde coming on August 4th through the 27th. So careful of that, right? Some of you, I just wanted to bring out that thing too about the new baby as well. You might be bringing home a new baby. And that could also be what you're adapting to. Or helping someone with a new baby. It could be grandma or something. Okay. So it could be helping out, but however it is, it does feel like your world is changing. You're like stepping out of one area into a new milestone, a new you, a new area and fraction of your life. Okay, in June. And it actually could be starting right in the end of May, going straight into June. Okay, since it is a general reading. But over here with this, in the summertime, the summer is about clarity, divine healing, higher vibrational energy. And then with the halls of anonymity, initiation is about the secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. So definitely feeling like, you know what, this is where I'm going to get things done. I can clearly see how my life is taking off. It's going to have a lot to do with patience and planning. Okay. So let's see what's going on in July. Ace of Pentacles, gift from the universe. Wow. Making this new opportunity of manifestation. You guys got a lot of things manifesting in. A lot of signs do, but we also have to remember we're in the year of the dragon. We also have to understand that Saturn is sitting in Pisces for the next 3 years. We're getting our karmic dues and our karmic rewards. So, yep, we're going to have some new venture ideas. You might have somebody who's a little high on the expectations. Maybe it's even yourself. Careful of how high your expectations are, but you also feel like you might have an unachievable expectation. But I think that that's where it came before the Ace of Pentacles came. I think at one time you were thinking, you know what, this was something that I had high expectations of, but then I started believing that it was too high of an expectation. And the universe says, no, here's your Ace of Pentacles. It was never too high. You did exactly what you wanted to do. It could be something that you did during the winter time of 2023. It could have been something that happened in 2022. It could have been something you did in just the winter time now. But however it is, it does feel like you felt like maybe you were being a little impulsive about the situation, trying to climb a mountain. Maybe you felt like I keep falling down. And maybe I thought this was a unicorn, I want a Pegasus type of moment. And the universe said, no, this wasn't some out there outrageous, manifestation. Or dream, or however it is. Here is the gift and it's stable. And that's exactly what's going on. It's saying it wasn't so high that it could not be achieved, right? But maybe I think sometimes you guys thought it was. Like maybe I was over dreaming, Like maybe I made it too much of a fantasy, or, this is never going to happen because it's too fantastical. So going into clearing the boundaries. Oh, I'm going to do it the way it came out. So in August, wow, that's just amazing. So in August, you're going to have this devil energy going around, but it also feels like it could be attaching from something that no longer serves you. It could be like smoking or drinking or overspending money, or something that you gave yourself restrictions to. Once you figure it out, though, too, that this high expectation of what I thought maybe, like, I'm going to go for it anyways, even though it sounds like a fantasy, like maybe it's a fairy tale, but it happened. I think that you're going to want to get rid of any restrictions. Because I've told you guys before, as long as they're not like I'm wishing for a Pegasus or a unicorn, or, to be the Queen of England, which is impossible. You see what I'm saying? Then don't ever hold yourself back or give yourself restrictions. I do feel like this is exactly that moment in time when you're going to find that you're not going to, I'm not going to hold myself back on what it is I desire. And I do feel like a lot of you, if you did feel kind of codependent on somebody, maybe you feel like I'm not codependent anymore. I've got exactly what I need to move on within my life. Or I'm not codependent on smoking or this alcohol. There's something that's going on that you're detaching from, that you feel like I either wanted to get rid of this a long time ago, right? Or I just have this, now that I have this gift, I really feel like I don't need this anymore. Or this person or this thing, right? I don't feel like I need it. I'm a whole different person. And you are a whole different person. You have achieved so much in this year. You're traveling in so many different new directions, and you're feeling whole about yourself, completing things that you didn't believe that you could ever do because you danced with the universe, and you feel like you're dancing with the universe. And when you have this calling and this higher calling, and then you see things coming through, things that you may have thought was just impossible. You're really going to clear out the old. You have a clear mind and a perception of, this is not what I want anymore. I don't need this. I don't want it. It's not needed. And this is where you're initiating yourself. to higher things. The treasure is uncovered. Here's your treasure. It's a gift from the universe. So I do feel like you're going to be cutting something loose that it no longer serves you, that you feel could be a little toxic from your life. It could be people, like I said, it could be, you know, old energy, it could be anything. But also it also feels like restrictions. Like now that I know that I have this, I know that the next thing I was manifesting could come true, because it wasn't as fantastical as that one, but I still thought maybe it was a fairy tale as well. See what I'm saying? So that's where the patience and planning is really going to come in as well during the summertime. So, yep, there it is. Speaking your truth about the situation in September. There is going to be a little bit of confusion and worry and indecision about how you're going to take something, because there's going to be a lot of information that's coming from someone that's going to actually give you some wishful thinking, but it's also going to open up a lot of doors of different changes. But the thing that you're worried about is the illusion. Is it real? You know? Is it real, or are they just making this up, right? So be careful of how that works, because remember, not every cup has something wonderful. Some are snakes, so it does feel like you're going to have to make some really big choices. And if it's confusion, it's either that our intuition is no bueno, right? It's no good, or there's something wrong. Because my grandma used to always say, if you're in confusion, confusion is of a negative source. So there's only two scenarios that I have in life. Either they're confusing you, and that means it's very negative, because the universe is, you know, out of positivity, the universe doesn't give you confusion. God is not confused, and he's not going to give you confusion. You know, only darker energies give you confusion. That's what she's always told me. So I do believe that, because I've come to that conclusion. She's absolutely correct. And then there's the other one, okay, which is my intuition's not open enough. I'm in a fog because I'm indecisive. I'm not sure. It's giving me imbalance. I'm not sure yet, which is still, no matter what, a negative energy. But that just means you're going to have to contemplate a little bit more. You're going to have to get into meditation. You're going to have to calm down and try to figure out why you're confused, right? And figure out the sources. Right, because yeah, it's giving you anxiety and worry, and you know, and a little bit, it could even be causing insomnia, because you're trying to figure out, why is this? I don't understand what is going on. And yes, it's causing that upset and confusion. So somebody is definitely confusing you to what is going on within the situation. So it's just going to be a time for you to really gather yourself, gather your emotions. And once you gather your emotions and you take yourself out of the Eight of Swords, then you will be able to see clear about the situation. And that's what it's saying. You need to see clear with the King of Swords. You need somebody to either speak their truth, speak the truth, or speak clearer, right? Okay, about whatever's going on. Okay, let's go into fall over here. We have Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses to soft and resolve. Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, and divine magic. Once again, there's that manifestation coming in. Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing the past, and freedom. Feeling free from whatever the situations are. And let's see why. Clarify on these two cards, please. In fall, whoa, triumph of success is coming out. Clearly seeing what's going on within the situation. Having new opportunities that are actually telling the truth. You know, sword of truth coming out. Clearing away. That, I love it too. That sword is like right next to the clearing old stories. It's like, I'm getting rid of these stories that no longer serve me. So having that great awakening and the understanding of whatever was holding you back within the situation, you're going to find new commitments. The card was upside down, but I just want you to know that this is because you're going to see the truth within the situation, which is going to move you into a higher spiritual realm which is going to allow you to see the synchronicity of everything that's going on around you. You're going to be able to feel like you are committing yourself to higher trust and wisdom. Why? Because it's coming out on the Thoth codes. So you could be dealing with something that was against the grain, somebody who's foolish, somebody who's helping you. Somebody who's helping you try to think of unconventional ways of thinking, right? And sometimes thinking unconventional is not always 100% a bad thing, because a lot of people who, because that's not conforming to the social approval of conformity. You understand what I'm trying to say? So pretty much here in tarot, we have this all the time. It's like, welcome to the tarot channel. If you're dealing with somebody who is highly religious, I'm just going to bring this out as a factor. And I mean religious, not faithful. Faithful as being faithful unto the Lord and to the universe. I mean religion. What I do, as you know, is against social approval of the church, right? You could be dealing with something like this, where it becomes and then this is considered unconventional. Right, because it's not conventional. It's not what everybody in the world wants, right, to see, especially if you're raised a certain religion. So it's almost like you're trusting within your own higher commitment of wisdom and waking up to, what it is your spirituality says. So you're becoming higher in spirituality. Okay, because you're breaking away from maybe people who want to keep you in their institution of, maybe you're dealing with somebody, maybe they don't like that you watch tarot, or that you are a psychic, or that you, any of the above. Anything that they think is magic, which we know that's illogical, right? But that's not the way it's seen. Conventionally, it's seen as witchcraft, right? So it does feel like whatever's going on over here, it feels like you're kind of pulling yourself away from, I'm going to say, the way people see you. You're awakening to the understanding that maybe I need to keep this more to myself. For some of you, when it comes to certain maybe family members, certain relationships in the workplace, something is going on. And you're reaching higher levels. And that is definitely for, I'm not going to say some of you, I think a lot of you. I have to do it myself though, guys. Okay. It's like exposure. Right? I mean, even before I did this channel, I told my kids, you want me to expose myself? Oh my God. And they're like, why? Everybody does it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to go, and I felt like I was going against the grain. And maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe it's not hiding it. Maybe you're exposing it and you're saying, I don't care anymore. I'm going to expose my truth. Maybe that's what it is. So take it how it resonates. Maybe it's one or the other. Maybe you're like, going to give them the bird and be like, I don't care what you think. And then for others, you were like, I'm going to keep this to myself because it's hurting my commitments. Okay, so with the Page of Cups over here, it's this news and messages. Somebody's very curious about you. I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's literally what it is. They're curious about your religious aspect, your spiritual aspect. Whether it's on a negative or a positive, right? You'll know at that time. And it's whether or not, like I said, whether it's you feeling like you're going against the grain and don't want to expose everything that you know because it's causing havoc, or whether or not you're just like, okay, well, I'll tell you. Clearing old stories. I'm going to keep that one the way it is. Because that one's going to be different for all kinds of people. Because even mine is different. It depends on who you're talking to, right? Or who you trust. Are they going to, like that or not? Okay, clearing old stories and releasing the lives. Transition moving on in November. Keeping your own comfort and your own calm. Leaving behind things that no longer serve you. I'm just going to leave it there. Because that one, I'm just going to leave that one there. Recovery from a loss. Having the improvement. Feeling like you were going through some kind of karmic lesson. I'm telling you, it has everything to do with this. Whether or not they wanted to, accept it or not. It could be a new relationship, whether they're going to accept it or not. Feeling like this is very unpredictable, but I'm not sure which direction I'm going to move in when it comes to this situation. So I'm feeling a little unfocused during December, but I'm standing in my own truth with my own truth of swords. I still have the car. You still have the car. Don't worry about it. He didn't take the car. No, you still have the calmness, and you're still feeling like, because you stood up for yourself, that you have your spiritual fortune going one way or another. It doesn't matter what you did. You still have your spiritual fortune and your good omens coming to you, because you just feel like you're renewed, because you know what? It's just like, I did what I needed to do. I was in control of the situation, and I made my own judgment call. And I'm going after my own inner calling no matter what situation is going on. So therefore you get karmic rewards. Yeah, you do. You actually do. You're getting a karmic reward in December. You're standing up for yourself, staying focused and diligent on what it is you truly want. It almost feels, I don't know what the heck is going on there. That one seems really weird because it said karmic lesson. So it does feel like, yeah. That one's very interesting. Yeah, because when I pull, you have the Magician, and then you have the 10 of Cups, and when I pull again, you have the Rest, and then when I pull again, it's like, yeah, because I did a lot of hard work, and you know what, but I fixed this, and I got to where I wanted to be. So it's like, in the year I win. I fucking win. Yeah, because no matter what, I'm the man with the pinnacle. I'm in my own comfort zone. And it didn't matter what they were feeling or how they were going to do whatever they wanted to. Because no matter what the situation was, you were going to keep in your own truth. And that's really what it is with the Ace of Swords. Wow. Keeping in your own truth one way or another, it doesn't matter. And there it is again, 10 of Cups. Wow. And then there it is again, standing in your own truth. It's just crazy, because it's like, that's exactly what's going on. And I'm not going to dig too much, because it is different for so many different people, because it's not a personal reading. But I'm telling you right now, you're standing in your truth during the winter time for whatever new slate that is going on within this situation. The risk that you're taking is for this karmic reward and this karmic situation that's going on, this karmic test. And however it is, I just said it, you win. Because the horns are blown, so you get a karmic reward from the situation. Wow. Let me see what's going on when you go into 2025, because I've done a couple for other people, but every now and again, I just want to see what's going on. Having a lot of strength, feeling like you have recovery from the year, staying focused on your pinnacle, feeling like you have ultimate teamwork and long-term rewards. There it is, long-term rewards coming in. With the Sun, damn, so you can walk right into 2025 with the Sun. Wow. And that's because of that judgment and that star. Wow. Okay, I just wanted to see that because it's kind of interesting, because I can see that it's starting to play out in December, but I really feel like, because you didn't see the Sun or you didn't get anything after this, just the Swords again of standing in your truth and revealing your truth, that really the reward will really come in January 2025. So it's kind of like it's making itself web, because you see the dream coming in. So it's like it's making its way there because of the spiritual fortune. So it's not saying you're not going to be spiritually fortunate in December. What it's saying is you will be spiritually fortunate in December, but the karmic reward is actually in January 2025. 5. So everybody remember that, okay? Because that's when the sun is really, yeah, that's when the sun's really going to be there. That's where you're going to find all your rewards, all your happiness, your purpose, finding the moderation within the situation. Wow, that's when everything's going to change again. Wow. And you're going to feel it and know it. You're just going to have this spark of life that's going to come in and say, well, you know what? You gave me the challenge. I fixed the challenge. I know this challenge. And here I go. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay, my friends, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.